all you Wookiee warriors, how you guys doing? Coming back at you with another Wookiee boss guide. So I decided to start it out, as you guys can all hear growling, because there's a few enemies I didn't kill. So in this video, I'll be going over Micolash, the host of the nightmare, which is actually a pretty big turning point because we have officially one more big boss before we fight, what's his name, Garmin, oh no, not the Garmin, Murgo's wet nurse. And then we have the, well, it depends, like you can fight just Garmin, or if you want to go for the two boss fight, you have to get 3 umbilical cords. So let's see here. Alright, so you can see I only have 2 umbilical cords. I need 1 more, and then you have to consume those before you go talk to Garmin, and then they'll proc the second boss fight. Which I'm actually working on getting the 3rd one now. I think it procs after we fight Micolash. So the reason I'm starting the recording here, because I think it's not long before we actually, Micolash actually appears. So, just like I do in every video, I'm going to go over my prep. I actually don't need the sedatives. I don't think there's anything really I need. Because I don't think he's really weak to anything. So I'm just going to go in here with my normal weapons, the Holy Lothric Blade and the Saw Cleaver. The only thing about this particular boss fight that's annoying is that he constantly runs away. So my strat usually for this boss fight is to go, like when he stops and he actually kind of pins you in, just go in there and wreck him. But do be careful when you do that, because he will sometimes have a skeleton in there with him. And that's the thing about the skeletons, is they no matter how many you kill, they constantly will reassemble. It's not like he's a necromancer or anything. They're all on puppet strings, so he constantly just rebuilds them. In which case, I don't really ever mess with the skeletons. I always just run around until I get to him. And that's probably the most annoying thing about this boss fight, is his ability to just run around until a set point, then he will fight you. During the boss fight, he doesn't really have any melee attacks. What he will basically do is 2 magic attacks, which you have to be aware of. He'll use Embritus. Here, I'll show you guys what he does. I think I got the magic. Ogler of Embritus. I'm pretty sure this is it. So yeah, he basically does that, and I think there's one more. Call from beyond. Yeah. So basically those 2 attacks he will constantly do. The one where he does that explosion is one where you really gotta watch it, because that will mess up your day. Because it is so widespread. You can dodge it. That'd probably be the best thing, is just constantly just dodging around the room, trying to avoid those and try not to get hit by them. The one that Breedus is actually pretty easy. You just dodge to the side. I think the augers actually, as they come off him, actually do a little damage, but it should be pretty easy to get him. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I find annoying about this fight is that you have to constantly run around. So without further ado, let's get on to the boss fight. You see it right there. I just wanted to show you guys that, yeah, they're on strings. You can literally see them on strings. And here's the boss fight. I thought it was actually...
Cause. Some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. creatures. No one can stop us now.
Yeah, probably one of the more creepier boss fights. So essentially, you're gonna have to listen to his voice to figure out where he's at. There he is. Actually, the first part is actually pretty easy. See, he doesn't really do anything. But you see, the Ambritas is the one thing that's I'm not actually doing a good job dodging. There we go. He doesn't have any weapons whatsoever.
Oh, majestic! Hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. Nightmare's rules, chains, ending.
So yeah, this is the only thing that's really annoying for me is I have to constantly find him. While dodging all these skeletons.
As you once did for the victors. Us always.
Which is kind of hard to hear him when the music's playing. I hate this part of the boss fight. This. Alright. But you see it, like we took him down to half health. Just the nice thing about the saw cleavers is that they constantly, I mean constantly, gives them stagger.
Oh, of course. Some say.
Jerk. So as you can see, he's a relatively weak boss. It's just the fact that he runs around forever and that he does his little spells. That is like one of the most disturbing sounds I've started hearing in video games. These skeletons are so annoying. Oh, back off, would you?
Eyes are not bones to cleanse our beastly idiocy. When make of man, wouldn't help us all.
I totally forgot he does do a little bit of a physical attack. That's it, guys.
Now I'm waking up.
I'll forget everything. Ah, whatever. It's not worth. You have nothing worth remembering. And you get a cage of medicine, so you can start looking like that. Now, atypically, this boss fight will probably take 3 phases. But even when I was using my first character, I could beat him in 2 phases because, one, that's one of the big reasons I love the Saw Cleaver so much. It has an instant stagger. So you can stagger NPCs or hunters really easy with this weapon, and you don't even have to try very hard. Because all you saw me, like I was just going shush, 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 non-stop. Like I was just whapping on him for all the marbles, and boom. I totally forgot that he does do melee attacks, but it's really not so much like as a melee attack, more as like he's trying to stagger you so he can get that magic proc on you. But really, there's really no negative. Like, there's really he ain't gonna hurt you much if he does those fist pumps because all you can do is just dodge out of the way and just keep on wrecking him. If it does take you a third time, the third phase is actually kind of annoying because you have to chase them through mirrors. Not through mirrors, but he'll pretty much go through a mirror, and you have to get him to go to the third boss area. And then the third boss area, then you can finish him up. But if you're lucky enough to get him to the just beat him in 2 boss phases. I mean, it's highly doable. It is highly doable. I did it once on my fresh character. It's doable. But like I said, this fight you don't need to do any extra stuff. You don't need magic attacks. You don't need no buffs. You can just go in here with raw damage, and you'll win the day. Or whatever. And I keep on saying this: go with whatever weapon you're more comfortable with, especially on this fight. Especially at every fight, just go in there with whatever you're more comfortable with, whatever weapon you're like, oh yeah, I'm good at this. I'm good with this weapon, yeah. And you'll win the day. I just happen to really love the moveset on the Saw Cleaver. I'm really happy with how versatile the weapon is. It's good for all occasions. Don't ask me about the spiders and the frenzy sticks on the spiders, because that's basically what those are. Like those are the frenzy needles. I don't ask me what that's supposed to represent. But yeah, Micolash is actually a relatively easy boss. It's just more so he's annoying because you have to once he vanishes. Because you think you beat him, and you're like, wait a second, the boss bar's not gone. And then he kind of does his little laugh, and he's like, you have to listen to his echo, because you have to zone in on, like, when you're getting closer to his echo, when you're not. And then you have to dodge all of the skeletons, because the skeletons don't stay dead, and it's just more annoying than it is any hard boss fight. I have to go and get to the next area. So, our next video, guys, will be next Sunday, and we'll finally be up to Murgo's Wet Nurse. After Murgo's Wet Nurse, I actually already did the cutscene. I've actually got the bonfire, so we'll be going for the DLC bosses, which is, I think the first real boss you fight is Ludwig, and then you have Lauren, which I think is optional, but I'll still fight him. And then you have Lady Maria, and after Lady Maria, you have Cos, which Cos is just a nightmare. But I will still make the video for you guys. Even if the video may take me like be a 40-minute video of me having to do multiple tries, I'm still gonna try to fight the boss and show you guys the best strat for the boss. I hope you guys found this video informative. Hope you guys found this video informative. I hope this video was able to help you guys out. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, you guys want to see more content like this, I try to get content out to you guys on a regular basis. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as that like button if you guys like this video. Also, be sure to hit that bell to be notified anytime I go live or a new video comes up. Also, leave me a comment down below if you got, because I like hearing you guys' comments. I like to hear how this video helped you guys. If the video was able to help you guys out, I love reading you guys' comments. Hope you guys are all having a Wookiee-tastic day, and I'll see you all on our next adventure. Till next time.